Welcome back to Granbury TV, everyone. It's time for another interview with our Hood County Sheriff. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a little while since we had all the ice. Some people said it was snow. It was definitely ice, I would have to say. Maybe a little bit of snow at the end, but how have things been?
Well, it's been busy with bad roads and things like that, but it was actually kind of quiet on those days that were the worst with the ice because people were actually staying home, staying put. But I think over the weekend, last weekend, we did work about 20 motorist assist calls because there were some people that were bound and determined to get out and about and didn't have much luck with that. So there was a lot of EMS fall calls, people trying to get out and walk on the ice, and that didn't work out very well. And so the ambulance was running with chains on, and my deputies, we had the cars chained up, and running all the four-wheel drives that we had to make sure we could get out and help on all the calls that we had. So, and I had a couple of my deputies getting stuck too, they were slightly detained, but no big problems, and fortunately everything went fairly smooth. So, but we had a few arrests, and so.
Well, let's hear about it.
All right, we had a disturbance during the ice storm, and an arrest was made, and yeah, everything, they were staying quiet, staying at home, but after a few days at home, it just kind of built up. So on the 7th, around 5 a.m., Hood County Sheriff's deputies responded to the disturbance at 6300 block of Beacon Vista Circle. And deputies were told that Wayne Porras Ayuyu, he's 28 years old, who was drinking, started an argument with his roommate. Drinking always starts problems. During the argument, he allegedly threatened the roommate with a butcher knife. No one was injured during the disturbance, but he was arrested and charged with family violence, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and that's felony 1. So he's in a whole heap of trouble, and that's a $100,000 bond, and he's still in jail. And probably will be for a while on that one. Then we had 3 suspects that were arrested with marijuana on the 28th in a 4-hour span. 3 males, 20, 21, and 44 were arrested for possession of marijuana, and that's under 2 ounces, and that's Class B misdemeanor, and bond was set at $2,000. The charges stemmed from 2 traffic stops where 3 suspects were found to be in possession of marijuana, under 2 ounces of marijuana. All 3 suspects are currently out of jail on bond. And then we had a suspect filed for felony theft. This has been an ongoing case for a long time, but on the December 3rd around noon, the investigators filed additional charges on Billy Ray Harris. He's 28 years old, who's currently in the Hood County Jail on burglary of a motor vehicle and driving while license was invalid charges. Harris was charged with theft over $1,500 to $20,000, and that's state jail felony, and bond was set at $5,000. Charges stem from Harris allegedly committing several thefts where plumbing supplies, hand tools, heaters, hose, household items were taken from several locations east of Granbury in October 2013. There were a lot of people that were upset over him and his reign of terror on the neighborhood out there, I guess, and so we were able to work it out with the district attorney's office and stack up these charges, these values of property that were stolen, because we had a lot of misdemeanor type charges against him, but they agreed to take the felony charges and stacked it all up together. So he's still in my jail. So
sounds like he'll be there for a little while. Quite a while.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, go ahead.
No.
Well, I guess it's time for our Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week then.
Yep. Crime Stoppers needs information on a burglary of a habitation. The burglary occurred at the 5700 block of North Sunchase Drive on November 20th, 2013 between the hours of 4:30 a.m. and 6:15 p.m. Unknown suspects entered the residence home without the owner's permission. The items taken in the burglary were 2 mini laptop computers, a Hewlett-Packard laptop, 2 computer tables, a 32-inch Emerson flat-screen TV, a 20-inch Emerson flat-screen TV, a 39-inch flat-screen, unknown brand TV, several items of jewelry, and $600 in cash. Estimated cost of the loss is $1,960. So anyone with information on this burglary of a habitation is asked to contact Crime Stoppers at 817-573-TIPS, or you may go online to the Hood County Crime Stoppers website, hoodcountycrimestoppers.com, to submit a tip online, or text tip to tip 129 plus your message to 274637. All tips remain anonymous. Upon arrest and indictment, you could receive up to a $1,000 cash reward.
Well, hopefully somebody out there at home has a tip for you guys, and you can return these things to this person, or at least find the person that did this and serve the justice that needs to be served.
Yeah, this is the season, I guess, with where a lot of the burglaries pick up. And so don't make yourself a victim. Keep the doors locked. Keep stuff out of sight for the most part as best you can. I know with the Christmas holidays, everyone wants to put the Christmas tree in front of the window and leave the window open because of all the lights and everything, but it's better if you kind of keep things closed up when you're not at home. Make sure the doors are locked when you leave, and car doors too when you're at home or at work or at the malls when you're out shopping. Then keep stuff covered up, keep the cars locked up. Don't make yourself an easy target, easy victim. So, because this is the season.
Definitely.
So don't want anybody to be a victim, and need to protect themselves. I had a guy the other day that stopped me, and he says, "What can I do to stop some of this stuff? People coming into his yard and stealing things, and if you can get some, they got good video cameras anymore. Put them on a DVD recorder or DVR recorder. I guess that's the new stuff, and." The video, if we can positively identify the people from that, and we can, the vehicles, get license plates, all of that, then the county attorney and the district attorney will take those cases as far as if we can positively identify the people. So protect yourself like that if you're not home all the time. It's expensive, I guess, to buy all those cameras, but if you live out in the country especially and don't have neighbors around that can watch your back while you're at work and they're at home, then that's probably the way to go.
Yeah. Well, awesome. You had lots going on, obviously. It's been, as you said, a little bit slower, but from all the news that you've had, obviously, you guys have been busy, regardless of the ice. Well, unless you have anything else, I guess we will see you next week.
I'll be back.
Well, thank you for coming, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you for having me.